Thank you, moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reni Fatmasari. I am the second author in this paper. The first author is Dr. Jumiati. This paper title is Farmer Cost and Income Structure Analyze Rice in Semi-Organic Rice Business. And this is what our research has been looking at, so let's get started. Introduction. Organic agriculture is a solution that can answer the Green Revolution movement launched by the Indonesian government in the 1960s. This movement has caused a drastic reduction in soil fertility and increased environmental damage due to the uncontrolled use of chemical fertilizer and chemical pesticides. Agriculture system based on high input energy, such as chemical fertilizers and pesticides, can damage soil fertility, which in turn leads to a decrease in the quality of agriculture products produced, resulting in the movement of organic farming system that use natural production input without chemical that trigger environmental damage. Excessive use of unorganic fertilizers and lack of input of organic matter can cause land degradation, damage to soil structure, and leaching of nutrients. Damaged soil will hurt crops due to reduced soil fertility and damaged soil structure. One of the environmentally friendly cultivation technologies that can be applied in the use of an organic farming system. The use of organic fertilizer is considered an environmentally friendly agriculture system. Organic products in Indonesia are experiencing rapid development. The development of organic products can be separate from the demands of the global market for agriculture products, including meeting safety for consumption. Rice farming in Galesong Selatan District applies system organic farming system and unorganic farming systems. However, farmers in this region are more dominant in unorganic farming systems. Popo Village is one of the villages in Galesong Selatan, Takala Regency that has implemented an integrated farming system managed by the BRIGHT. Terang-Terang Farmer Group, where the farmers group beside managing the farm also has a cattle farm so that the existing waste is processed into organic fertilizers and products. The production which is then used by farmers in the village. Based on the background that has been stated as for the formulation of the problem in this study, A. How is the structure of the production cost in semi-organic rice farming in Popo Village? B. What are the total income and RC ratio in semi-organic rice farming in Popo Village? The method. The selection of the location of the research area was carried out intentionally or purposive sampling. As for the consideration, Popo Village is one of the potential area for the development of semi-organic rice farming. The research was carried out from May to June 2020. The technique of determining the sample was carried out by census, so that number of samples in the study was 20 people. Is a farmer in the Popo Village. The data collection technique used in this study are as follows. One from observation, interview, documentation, and literature study. The data analysis used in this research is descriptive, quantitative. Result and discussion. Production costs are all expense to finance the production process in a business. The costs calculated in this study are the costs incurred during the planting season, which are classified into fixed costs and variable costs. The number of variable costs incurred by semi-organic rice farmer in Popo village can be seen in table 3. We can see the cost of seeds. Total cost is 231 and 81 rupiahs per hectares. The cost of organic fertilizer is 0 because the organic fertilizer is processed by the farmer group, the Terang-Terang group, for use in semi-organic rice production. The total average is 2,910,080,63 rupiahs per hectare. Fixed costs are costs whose amount is always the same even though the amount of production varies. Fixed costs are costs that do not affect production and continue to be incurred even though the product obtained is a lot or a little and even though they do not produce. Fixed costs incurred in this study include NPA and building tax or PBB. The total NPA or depreciation value for equipment is 2,864 rupiahs. While the total land and building tax is 750,000. So that total average use of fixed cost is 3,519,604 rupiahs. Revenue is the production value that results from a business. The amount of revenue from a production process can be determined by multiplying the amount of production by the production price. The highest total production was 14,000 kilograms, followed by a production of 350,000 kilograms. This is influenced by the area of land cultivated by semi-organic rice farmers. The wider the land, the greater the production, and vice versa. The price of grain for semi-organic rice farmer is 4,500 kilogram. The highest total revenue was 47,600,000, while the lowest total production was 3,808,000. Income is the difference between total revenue and total cost incurred by a farmer. The results of the analysis of the income of semi-organic rice farmer in Popo village can be seen in table 6. We can see in the table that the farm income we get from total revenue minus total cost is 24,993,533. Conclusion. The cost structure incurred by farmers in semi-organic rice farming consists of variable costs and fixed costs. The number of costs incurred by farmers can be saved because farmers can produce their fertilizer so that they reduce input costs. Farmers implement semi-organic rice farming system because besides they are not disturbed by the existence of unorganic fertilizer, which are always scarce when needed. Farmer can also save on farming expenses. Suggestion in determining policies related to the income of semi-organic rice farmer as the leader, especially in the Department of Agriculture and Food Crops of Takala Regency, they should continuously provide moral support, capital assistance, and counseling in order to accelerate the welfare of semi-organic rice farmers. Thank you very much.